Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas alongside the Strikeforce middleweight champion Luke Rockhold, who faces Tim Kennedy on July 14th in Portland, Oregon. And Luke, it is good to see you again. I was expecting you to be a lot happier to see me because I finally put you in my top 10. Although you didn't see, you've been giving me crap for this for months and months. I finally do it. I finally succumb to the pressure, and you just ignore it.
I wasn't giving you crap about myself. I was just more so. I was looking at the facts, and I just see guys like Jacare being a lot. There's a lot more assets he has than a guy like Damian Maia. They both come from similar backgrounds, and Jacare is a lot more accomplished in the sport of jiu-jitsu. I think he's a tougher guy. He's a better striker, and he's a better wrestler. So I see fights like that, and I don't know why people rank people above. Just because they're in the UFC.
That's your humble way of saying I should be in the top 10 because you beat Jacare. Wow. So you don't want to say yourself. So you're saying the guy that I beat. Oh wait, but who do you lose to?
At the facts.
So you think you deserve to be in the top 10 finally, right?
I feel like I can compete and I can beat a lot of these guys in the top 10. I think I got the tools to do it. So I'm glad to be there in your top 10, 5 to 10 somewhere in there. I'll have to go check it out. But I like to be the best in the world, and I won't be happy until I am. So I feel like I need to improve. I'm making mistakes, and I'm cleaning up my mistakes every fight. So you'll see a better fighter this time around with Kennedy. I'm gonna look to clean up everything and be sharper.
What are the mistakes that you are looking to clean up right now?
With a Jacare fight, I was too on my toes. I was too worried about getting taken down. I didn't sit down on my punches and get my power. And with Jardine, of course, I sat down on my punches a lot more, and I looked to take him out early. I got a little sloppy. I got a little carried away with certain things. I need to relax and just keep changing it up. Footwork and little things, just little things around. I noticed a lot in the Jacare fight. When you have a 5-round fight, you see a lot of mistakes, and you can clean up on that. It's hard to pick everything apart in a 1-round fight, but. I'm seeing things, and you'll see come July 14th. You'll see a lot better fighter.
It's funny. Just 5 months ago, we were almost standing in the exact same spot prior to the Keith Jardine fight, right here in this room. You were a lot less tan, so good job on cleaning that mistake up.
Nice out,
it has been nice. December compared to May, but. Let's be honest, going into that fight, you weren't all that excited, motivated. You were open about it. You said Jardine never fought as a middleweight. This is your first title defense. You wanted something more. Does Tim Kennedy bring that to the table for you?
Yeah, Tim Kennedy does. I think he's proven himself time and again, and he's the best challenger right now. And so that's what I want. I want to fight the best guys in the division. Tim's the guy. He poses a lot of problems. He's been here at the middleweight division for a long time. He's not just, it's not like a Jardine, fight. So I got up for the Jardine fight. I was excited. It was a name, and he's fought those guys. So I just stay focused, and you got to get up for every fight. And I'm not going to go any fight with any regrets. But I like this fight. Tim's tough, and he's proven himself, and I think he's underrated. So I think his tools and what he brings can beat a lot of the guys, out there in the top 10. So I'm taking him like he's one of the best in the world, and I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna try to destroy him and put him away early. I don't want these 5-round fights. I don't like these. It was nice. It was nice getting back to the 1st-round style. So. I'm gonna finish the fight as effectively and as fast as I can. I'm not gonna look around and hang around and work for too long. I like to work fast.
It seems like, and that is good to hear, it seems that you have been on this collision course with Tim even before you were a champion. Yeah. Like you guys were always kind of rumored to be fighting each other. Have you been thinking about him and sort of game planning for him for a while?
Yeah, that's the thing. That fight's been brought to my table quite a bit, and I've always had a game plan to fight the guy. I've been studying him. I've been thinking about fighting him for a long time. So I know how I'm gonna fight the guy. He keeps getting better, so I got to change a little bit here and there. But I got to use my distance, my reach, and I'm a lot taller guy, and I can use my reach pretty well. So I got to focus on that. And just let my hands go. I think I can't worry about getting taken down. If I get taken down, I'll get up. There's no doubt about it. And I just got to put him out. I think that was a huge thing for Robbie Lawler. He was just so locked up. He couldn't, so focused on not getting taken down. He couldn't let his hands go. For me, I'm gonna look to throw my power, sit on my punches, and put him out. So it's a little different. It's going to be similar to the Jacare fight, but different because I was worried about getting taken down. I couldn't get my power. I was on my toes. I was rushing forward a lot, and you'll see me a lot more composed fighter, but probably similar to the Jacare game plan.
It's hard for me to look at and take Tim Kennedy seriously after seeing his Katy Perry video. Have you seen that video, and do you feel the same way?
It was one thing, fighting Tim Kennedy before, but now that he's put out all these videos, I can't lose to Katy Perry, and I can't lose to the Black Swan. I'll be disgraced forever. Right. So trust me, it's a little more incentive to train my ass off even harder. And I can't lose to the guy.
Zuffa has been promoting that. You were on the sort of broadcast for the Cormier-Barnett fight. They had you do an interview cage side, and they're bringing you out here. It seems like they're getting behind you. I don't want to go into the whole frustration of being part of Strikeforce. We've been through that whole thing before, but
time and time again.
You're feeling the love though, right? I mean, given the situation, do you feel the love from Zuffa?
Yeah, definitely. I think we're getting more and more love, more respect, and I look to just. I got to keep winning and doing my thing. So I think that'll all come. And what can I say? It feels good. It feels good to be pushed out there. It's tough too at the same time, because with all this, it's hard to find time to train. I got to come out here, and I'm stoked to come out here and watch Kane and my teammates fight. But at the same time, we're 7 weeks away from my fight now, and I want to be training, and then I got to go to Oregon next week. So I'm really trying to find time. It was rough this morning. My shades didn't work in my room, and it woke me up at 6, and I couldn't sleep. And then I had to, I'm busy all day today, so I had to wake up and I had to, put on my, I had to go run in my silk pajamas. I heard the saying.
Cool sight.
I heard the saying the other, just a little bit ago. One of the guys, I like that one. When you're champion, you got to find time. You got to get up in the morning and get it on. So I busted out this morning, and I'll find a little workout later today, and just gotta do what you do as a champion.
Poor Luke Rockhold, Strikeforce middleweight champion, complaining about his media obligations, how things have changed over the last few months. Final thing, let's end on this. What's going on between you and Derek Brunson? It seems like every few days I go on Twitter and there's some hate there. I don't know where it came from. Can you explain this beef between a guy who's the champion and a guy who right now at least isn't exactly in the title mix?
No, I gave that a rest a long time ago. Okay. I haven't had any words with the guy for months now, but it was I think he started talking, before I was in champion. They talked about fighting me, and we got some mutual friends, Daniel Cormier and King Mo, and so they like to give him some crap here and there. And then I remember he came off, started some said Cormier, I might be fighting one of your teammates here and there, and this and that, and then Cormier was like, you don't want to do that. It said something like that, and then Derek came after me on Twitter one time and saw, I think, my shoot media video about my life, and he called me easy to be the bully at a private school or something like that. So, some retarded, So he basically speaks nonsense and makes up stuff. He doesn't know where I came from. I didn't come from any prep school background. I didn't come from an easy life, and I speak the truth. He's a cheerleader, and he fights like a cheerleader. So I mean, what
do you mean by that, cheerleader?
He's a cheerleader. He's a male cheerleader.
Is that accurate?
That's accurate. Yeah, I don't lie. I speak truth.
He was once a male cheerleader.
He was once a male cheerleader. Believe it or not, I think the first ever MMA fighter, maybe male cheerleader. So, I mean, he goes in there, he dances around and does cartwheels all through his fights. So, I mean, he can do his thing, but I don't really care. I don't really care for him, and until he's in my picture, then we'll talk. But the kid, yeah, I feel bad even talking about the kid right now. I don't want to give him the credit.
Okay, we'll erase this
until he's there.
Okay, fair enough. Well, next up
I'm sure he will.
next up for Luke Rockhold is Tim Kennedy. It goes down Saturday, July 14th at the Rose Garden in Portland, Oregon. Undercard, co-main event, Nate Marquardt makes his Strikeforce debut against Tyron Woodley for the Strikeforce welterweight belt. Thank you, as always, for the time, Luke, and congratulations on making my top 10, by the way, and good luck on the 14th of July.
Thank you so much, man. 14th, check it out. It's going to be a great night.